Can I say something?
You can say anything.
I walked in just now and I asked if you lived here. And he said, no, my girlfriend used to live here. And I didn't know you were heterosexual.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Are you
still good
heterosexual?
to be on the show?
Maybe.
This changes everything.
Well, it
You
does.
just
It
leave.
does.
You fully leave.
No, it's just cool. It's getting me out of my my bubble.
You're not the first in that couch
Yeah.
to be surprised
that
by my
couch.
heterosexuality. Is it rude to ask a German, were your great-grandparents part of the party?
Generally, it's not something that people like to talk about.
Sure.
For my family specifically, my grandfather avoided the draft by moving to India.
That's nice.
I know.
You gotta look at that. You
We
go,
go. Good
Hey.
job.
That's as crazy as I was saying it. I was like, is this like a thing you're not supposed to? But if someone said to me, like, were your great grandparents, did they own slaves? I'd be like, no, they went to India before the slaves got there.
This is why every single TV show or movie about someone with OCD has been unbelievably inaccurate because they've painted these characters as comfortable with people witnessing them have tics. Microwaving nothing for 33 seconds to prevent nuclear war. I did that for years. The 33 seconds of radiation coming from the microwave will siphon off all the radiation of all the warheads in the world.
Yeah. Did you ever actually put something in the microwave for the ritual?
Nothing could be in there. Dude, but I'm talking, I would do it at sleepovers. I would do it at friends' houses. I would do it. I just had to do it once a day.
Any sleepover where they said, where are you going?
Multiple times in my life, I've pretended like, oh, fuck, I forgot. Oh, we're getting pizza? Yeah. And I microwave 33 seconds. I'm like, oh, I forgot to put the slice in. Well, boop. But then there was other ones like walking through, if it pulled out, I could walk through. But if it went in, I had to walk through it backwards.
And would you, with your friends, would you just be like, hey guys, and like
1,000%.
there's some like Republican guy, he's been like wearing dresses and makeup and being like, see, I'm a trans woman too. And people have noted that like he has new outfits every single time. He's never worn the same outfit twice. And someone quote tweeted, they said, if a man writes a sonnet about you, he's in love with you. If a man writes 10 sonnets about you, he's in love with sonnets. And he's been doing it for so long. It's not like when some guys just put on a dress and it doesn't fit. Like, it's fit. And the makeup's, I could not do makeup even
I love
close.
knowing this. Thank you.
And there's something about it where I just go like, man, I know something about you likes this.
You like this.
And you'll never go to therapy and you'll never know. You'll just like do this forever. And then at 20 years in, people will be like, hey, are you a trans woman? Like, this is crazy.
I think you're a trans woman.
It's really fascinating when someone seems so divorced from even possibly going like, hey, why am I doing this?
I love that. My mom's a little bit older. It was very much of a time like a woman couldn't have a credit card.
Oh, really?
Well, women couldn't have their own credit cards until like 1975, right?
Is that
Is
true?
that real?
Yeah, without a cosigner.
Without
Guys,
a
do you not know this?
No.
No, I thought that was
no,
an
a
episode
male-
of Handmaid's Tale. This year marks the
1974.
1974. What did I say? What did I fucking
Wow.
say?
Before the law, women needed their husbands, fathers, or brothers to co-sign for a loan or credit card.
100%
No fucking
That's
way.
crazy.
Yes. When we talk about equality,
Wow.
motherfuckers, my mom couldn't get a credit card until the year my sister was born.
I did not.
That's crazy.
I did not know that.
The fact that women were able to finally have agency and bodily autonomy led to more equality, including financial equality.
Wait, this was 2 years after Roe.
Roe is 1972.
So then the guys were like, we got to give him a credit
You
card.
don't
I don't
need
want
to
pay
look
for
that up.
this.
I'm right.
You pay for the abortion. We'll give you a credit card.
Oh my God.
Now, in comedy in Malaysia, if I go on stage, I'm Chinese, but if I go on stage and I do a Malay accent, or if I do an Indian accent, and if an Indian comic does a Chinese accent or a Malay accent, or if a Malay comic does a Chinese accent, it's fine.
Yeah.
Because we all grew up together. It's fine. And vice versa. Let's say an American comic, a white guy comes on stage in Malaysia, and if he does the Indian accent, the Malay accent, or the Chinese accent, not only will we not get offended, we'll be like, that he fucking nailed it. That's amazing, right? Because he's like, in a way honoring our culture, and he took the time to know us.
You said if a white guy did
If a
it?
white guy came to Malaysia, yes, let's get
A one-way ticket.
wow.
I got a new hour. Is that picture real from Instagram?
Yeah.
That I think where your wife was on set
Yeah.
and came to couples counseling in full makeup.
Yeah, she was in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and she plays an alien. She's in full blue prosthetics, We were in couples counseling, and she had forgotten that she had scheduled this on a day she was shooting. I'm like talking to the therapist, about whatever, and then it's like, well, and she pops in, and she's in full blue makeup. And then we tried to do couples therapy for like 15 more minutes, and the therapist said like, well, why don't you look at Karen and say to her what you're and I was like, I
remind her
cannot
that
right
she's
now.
beautiful.
My daughter is a student at Stanford University. She worked really hard to get in. Like, she really did. She had amazing extracurricular activities. She rescued a puppy from a burning building. I mean, I put the puppy in there.
You said this will look great on the resume.
Yes. And you know what? It worked, right? But then she got in there, and this Stanford, they're like, they will do you're such a good writer. Like, no. She's published a piece in the New York Times and all of that, and I was like, do not try to lead my kid down this path.
The only thing I want you writing is 0 and 1s, honey.
Thank you.
I feel like that was, okay, fuck you guys.
Yeah. He's white. He's trying to make a math joke. People.
When my dad brought women into my life, he would buy them a bag of like toys. And so I'd meet this woman for the first time, and she'd have a bag of WWF action figures.
Fuck, that's awesome.
And
It's bait.
It was two, and I took it.
Yeah. My mom was like, I'm going to let you go to San Francisco for Christmas. My dad's not paying child support. He's living on his mom's couch in her den. And my dad goes, what guys are you into? And I go, right now, wrestling and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. My dad's like, okay. And I go out to Marin for Christmas, and my fucking dad got me the Ninja Turtle van, Shredder's Cadillac.
Holy shit.
Every wrestler I didn't have that I couldn't find. My dad knew exactly how to push my buttons.
Shitty dads give the best gifts because that's their moment to
That's
make
it.
up for everything.
When I go back to Colorado, my mom would be like, do your chores, do your homework.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this fucking bitch, no wonder Gary split. Like, I'd fucking steal money from you too. I mean, he was brainwashing me.
Have you ever heard of Norse Airlines?
No. Can't say that I
That's
have.
I get this like $200 ticket to London, and I'm like, yeah. It's
Oh
like,
my God.
and people are like, what are you flying? And I go,
flying in a
I've never
chicken
been out of
cage.
I've never been out of the country, so I go Norse Airlines, and everyone goes, that doesn't exist, and I go, fuck. Boarding at midnight. Everyone's having problems. It's making me nervous. By the time I get there, it's 11:30. 42-year-old Jamaican woman at the desk. She looks tired as fuck. I'm trying to be as nice as possible, and she goes, okay, so we overbooked the flight. You can't get on. My face is like beet red, and she goes, no, I'm just kidding. Here's your boarding pass and passport. Have a safe flight.
Wait.
And I go, what? She's like, yeah, I got you. I go, is that allowed? And she's like, you got to go. You're running late.
And you get to TSA, and they're like, we got to do a strip search.
Yeah.
They open up your
The pilot's like, we're crashing the plane.
We're
Whoa,
crashing.
whoa.
Oh, look at you. I got you.
I don't think we can have the fake real estate in film and television that we've had in the past. We cannot have two people live in a fucking 4-bedroom townhouse and they're just scraping by. I don't know how they... In the Spider-Man 2, when Dr. Octopus found this abandoned warehouse on the Hudson, I was like, get the fuck out. That'd be developed. What is that?
Yeah.
Write something in. If you're struggling, be like, well, I have a trust fund and I don't touch it, but it just goes to this.
Or
Or
it's like
I
Friends, but
inherited-
everyone reveals that they had a trust fund when they were kids.
Yeah, something.
There's some organization, they sneak in zip drives into North Korea to be like, life could be better. And one of the things that's on those drives are Friends episodes. And I think it would be so funny if a North Korean like escaped and then moved to New York and they got to their apartment and was like, my place in Pyongyang was 3 times the size of this piece of shit.
I believed in religion the way like a lot of kids do, where it's like when something bad's about to happen, you're like, now there's a God. You know, like I have a
Which
test.
God was the God you would pray to if it was like,
So for studying, I would pray to like the God of studying.
what do they look like?
They all look kind of the same. Busty.
Are they all busty?
Are
yeah. Have you seen like Indian goddesses?
No, I'm about to, though.
And you know she can jerk you off with 8 hands.
I don't know what kind of dick you think girls has. Like, we need 7 more hands in this thing. I would see it more like you get a hand job and a shoulder rub.
Right,
Like that's
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
more.
and a head rub.
And a head. I mean, honestly,
There's a
and we
butt
Yeah,
know.
you get a lot of-
That's what you need the 3 hands for.
So yeah, I don't believe in religion.
My biggest financial failure was something called the Museum of Pizza. Squarespace.com, museumofpizza.org. Sent it out to the press. There's $300,000 worth of tickets and then $600,000. I think I launched it in May and it was going to open in October.
Oh my God.
I needed time to build it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever 4 months in advance buys tickets to the Pizza Museum, you deserve to lose your money.
I built a fucking entire museum. The Today Show came with Carson Daly and Jenna Bush. They come, the Today Show, and they bring their children to my construction zone, which they thought it was going to be done. It was not done. I'm like sitting with Carson Daly like this, interviewing, and I look up and there's fire and smoke.
You're like, oh, it's part of it's the pizza oven exhibit.
They did, and I lost $200,000.
I can't even imagine if you were like, you just lost 200,000. Like, what would I do? You know what I mean?
That's how you know I'm the one paying for all these podcast things, because I can imagine.
Do you have a blessing? My blessing is having a wildly abusive mom made me a feminist. Yeah.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, because like growing up, when I would hear about like the patriarchy and how men are like keeping women down and they're being abusive, I always thought like, how can you abuse women? They're so strong. They hit so hard. They're so powerful. They're so mean.
Yeah.
Like, how could you dominate a woman? They've been dominating me my entire life. I'm like, oh man, I can't believe men could mistreat a person like this. It sounds so dangerous.
It's the best case for feminism
It is.
I've ever heard.
Your mom or the bear?
The bear every time.
Yeah.
You're good at accents, though.
Do you know what's funny is that I still can't do the New Zealand accent.
What are you doing right now?
Do you think it sounds like a New Zealander? Maybe it
It
goes.
doesn't sound Australian.
It doesn't sound.
I'll say that.
It sounds like it's related to Australian.
No. There's none of that.
There's something that I need to say about you guys Americans. You guys make fun of the whole nar.
Oh, I don't. I
but
hate it.
You are so close because everyone always gets it wrong. It is not nar. It's no.
No.
Slightly
No.
close.
No.
You're so bad at it.
We're really bad at it.
No.
Sorry, we're bad at saying no incorrectly. Crikey,
Like,
mate.
crikey, mate.
Nobody says crikey though.
No, it says
Steve
crikey.
Irwin did.
Not
didn't
really.
he?
No.
Rest
Yeah,
in
yeah,
peace. I remember the day he died. Do you?
No.
No, do you know what was fucked up?
What?
The fact that after he died, there was reports of stingrays being like killed.
He would hate that.
Yeah, but like that's
I don't know. After that, who knows? He might have had a change of heart.
Because you must understand that Steve Irwin.